Josh, how you doing?
Doing well, thank you.
Where are you calling in from?
Seattle.
All right, other side of the country. I'm in
sure.
Atlanta. It's been raining cats and dogs over here. So
It's raining here today as well. We had a blustery night.
all right, tell us what your question is. How can I help?
So, how do you manage all the different accounts you have? What I mean by that is from a login perspective on the entitlements. Do you use the same login for every client? Do you use virtual desktops? Do you use various IPs to protect all the assets of your clients?
Great question. I get this question almost like once a week. We need to build like a whole landing page on this question. We get it so often. So first, I'm going to post a resource, myamazonguy.com/OTP. First thing you need to do is make sure you have an OTP system. Couple of facts about Amazon. You cannot use VoIP anymore when you create accounts or even sub-users. So Google Voice was how I started my agency. I had several hundred clients all using those logins. We currently use burner phones to open up new logins. Some agencies choose to do one login per account. I choose to do 100 clients or accounts per user, sub-user. So I currently have access to about 1,000 Seller Central accounts. I've never had an account suspended, never had an issue with connected accounts or anything like that. You typically will want to have one email capping out somewhere between 90 and 100 accounts. Once you get to 110, it will freeze. So I generally try not to go over 100. And when it gets to 90, we start going to the next email just to play it safe.
Okay.
The reason why I started with OTP to begin with is because depending on the size or the scale. So how many clients are you at right now?
30.
Okay. So, and then how many employees?
36.
All right. So Josh, with 36 employees, about the same number of clients, 40 clients there, you're going to have some confusion, some turnover and access points. And so you could fit all of your clients today under one email. With client turnover, sometime in year 2, you'll have to pop open that second email. And this is when it gets a lot more complicated. The other thing too is with lots of accounts under one email, you're going to have some brand registry issues, and you may need to create additional logins anyway for brand registry to work. Right around account access number 30, brand registry will start not being as effective. They won't return the calls, they won't pick up the phone, they won't respond to the tickets as well sometimes, or they just flat out deny your tickets. And so we sometimes have to use a second email every 30 accounts for brand registry. So if that happens to you, that's pretty normal. Amazon is okay with multiple account access. They're okay with owning multiple accounts. They're okay with agencies. They're okay with aggregators. They're well aware of all of our ecosystems. They just haven't given us a lot of tools to manage their ecosystem and their situation. When I first started out, I used Google OTP Authenticator, which is what I have referenced in myamazonguy.com/OTP for those that want to replicate my OTP process. That's really great for boutique agencies. Up to 40 accounts do pretty okay. I today use 1Password. And the nice thing about a paid password management platform, there's probably others that do the same thing, LastPass or otherwise, but 1Password, you can program the QR code, the OTP into the system one time, and then all users have access to it. When an employee terminates or leaves, you can then remove their 1P access, and then all of the accounts are secure after that, and you don't have to worry about them saving QR codes and some of the other things that happen when you try and use a Google QR system. So I know I'm hitting you with the knowledge dump here because I have a lot to say on this topic. One more thought, and I'll turn it back over to you for a follow-up. So the other thing we do is every time an employee turns over, we do a password refresh. But the nice thing about having 1Password is that it doesn't notify anybody. And with 500 employees, we're like an airport. You know, I live at the Atlanta airport, busiest airport in the world. Agencies are kind of like airports too. There's a lot of people coming and going. You got contractors on the side sometimes. And so if you're trying to update passwords every day or every other week or whatever, it can cause some internal stress. So a system like 1Password will prevent that stress. Nobody gets a notification when the password changes. They simply just have to click the 1P button to fill it in every time they log in, and everything's good to go. So how did I do on that, Josh? And what follow-ups you got?
That was good. So 1Password, I can look into that. That's would be very helpful because when turnover, it's a pain to change all passwords.
Yes. So how to change the passwords, it's just not as impactful on your staff.
Correct. Second thing is we had a client that we brought on that had issues with their US or their Mexico and Canada, and then it affected another client that turned their Mexico and Canada off.
I've seen that.
As I was wondering if you have separate virtual desktops or if you've run into that.
No, just get the original Canada or Mexico unsuspended and everything will be fine. Those are relatively easy to unsuspend. The US ones are a lot harder, but Canada and Mexico, for whatever reason, Amazon just has an easier way to unsuspend them. They usually don't take take very long, sometimes 2 to 5 days. It's not too bad at all. And then once the original is unsuspended, the other ones are as simple as filing a one-line ticket sometimes. So account association generally doesn't happen at the agency level. It usually is more common at the address level. So like a logistics partner. I've seen more Mexico, Canada suspension issues when the logistics partner address is the same across those accounts. And then there's some challenges with that. I'll be honest though, I haven't seen as much of this lately. I do think Amazon's getting smarter about it, but overall agencies, no risk, never had an account suspended for a connection like that. And Canada and Mexico, if you just file some tickets, it might be only a 2 to 5 day thing to get it turned around.
Perfect. Thanks for that.
It's very unusual to get past 40 accounts. So I'll give you one other parting piece of advice you didn't ask for. To get past 40 accounts, if you're interested in doing that, you'll need to hire a second account director.
Fair enough. I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right, Josh, thanks for coming on.